To Wednesday's edition of Shortcut for a Serious Soul. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And here you can get your questions answered and your problems solved with love and grace. So I want to welcome you to the channel. And today I have with me the divine entity called Ra, who's going to be talking about how to open dimensional gateways. And it's the second part of a discussion we had on Monday with the Pleiadians on opening dimensional gateways. What an amazing time we are in. An amazing time. So when Ra first came in this morning, he was saying to me that the pineal gland is a stargate because it opens us up to all knowledge. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Good morning. Hey, hello, Adam. Welcome. Glad you're here. There's so many wonderful changes going on in the world. We had a historic 10-year snowfall in Toronto, and they're in for a surprise. This isn't the only 10-year snowfall that we're getting this winter in Toronto. There's lots more to come. This planet is evolving and changing in remarkable ways. So yeah, also a request for those of you that are here for the first time, or those of you that are come here regularly, please leave a question and answer a question. We want to really start building a strong community network where we support and nurture the ascension movement as a global phenomena for human collective unconsciousness. So remember, leave a question, answer a question. Really important. If you want to get your question answered directly, if I don't get to it, you can use the super chat feature in the conversation panel, and your question will get answered in a priority sequence. So I'll look forward to that too. Yes, good morning, Rudy. Hi, Bo. Good to see you. Wonderful. So Ra, just so you know, Ra was listed as an ancient Egyptian god. He is a deity. He calls himself a divine entity, not so much of a deity, but as a divine entity that all of us are, that every one of us is in essence a divine entity when we're able to make the distinction between what we are as a body, what we are as a mind, and what we are as a soul, as a consciousness, as a spirit. Good morning. Hi. Good to see you guys in here. Hi, Daniela. Hello, Allison. Now, this concept of dimensional gateways, this pineal gland in our physical body, is literally an antenna. It is literally a porthole through which information can flow in and information can flow out. The names it's been given in form has been often called the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, a Stargate. These dimensional gateways exist when you understand how these mechanisms function in both male and female bodies. In the male body, it is known as the King's Chamber. In the female body, it is known as the Queen's Chamber. You may go into that place and you may make up an offering of information or questions, and you may receive what you may call downloads or information from a very myriad of sources on alternate dimensions of perception other than the ones that's available to you through the five physical senses, which are only exclusive to your body. But this dimensional gateway in your physical brain, this pineal gland, when you understand how to open it and activate it, the amount of information and knowledge, guidance, and wisdom that is available to each and every one of you is limitless. It is limitless, even in its possibilities for how you may alter and change the way your biological rhythms give you what you call your lifespan. In that place in your consciousness, you can learn to alter and change the duration of what you call your biological lifespan, for you gain access to different understandings of how to interact with and alter the structures of matter, time, and space. All information is available to you through this gateway of many dimensions. As it was mentioned, you may open these gateways in a variety of ways. The mechanism that you call meditation is perhaps one of the most well recognized, but it is not the only mechanism that you can utilize to open these gateways. You can use the simple act of breathing as a mechanism for doing this. Many of you have cultivated what you call psychedelic substances to alter and change your chemistry to activate this particular gateway in your physical body that you call your pineal gland. We have never recommended that you do that. What we rather suggest is that you learn to activate it yourself, much the way you have learned to operate your hands and your feet, the way you have learned to get this body to serve a function for you. Any muscle or nerve in the body that you can direct to function, your pineal gland is also amenable to this process where you can direct it to function in very precise and specific ways. Saying we built a representative of the structure of your body in the form of the pyramids. We built a representative structure in the form of pyramids where we could move large objects interdimensionally across many light years of time and space. When you understand how to focus and generate the field necessary through this gateway, you can alter and change substances, time, and space, and even where substance would exist and where substance would not exist. You may only experience these dimensional gateways at the level of comprehension that you are currently at. You cannot experience anything outside of your capacity to comprehend. It is not possible, for your comprehension is tied into your perception, and only what you can perceive or be open to perceiving can you actually perceive or receive or begin a process of comprehension with. As you can experience hot or cold and make a distinction between hot or cold, you can understand then what is hot and what is cold, because your perception has been designed to experience it in that fashion, in that language, through that physical form in which you find yourself at this time. And so in asking for specific information through these dimensional gateways, be mindful that what you are asking for is something that you can comprehend and understand so that you can receive it. You can only recognize that which you are familiar with to some degree or another. Without any comprehension of a thing, it is difficult to even recognize its presence in your life. The construction of your body is very precise and designed with this in mind, that you are able to travel and move your consciousness interdimensionally. Even while you are in an existing point of time and space, you may be aware of other points of time and space simultaneously when you understand the simple process of activating, opening, and utilizing the dimensional gateway. What you call your pineal gland is very similar to a limb on your body. It can be utilized to exercise and manifest conditions of knowledge, information, and even precipitate substance into the condition of time and space. Although the pyramids were designed specifically to allow us to do this with larger objects, such as craft that moved interdimensionally and interplanetarily, intergalactically, the mechanism of the pyramid allowed for a greater process of focusing and harnessing energy to precipitate something of greater mass, whereas in your biology, you have certain limits in terms of what you can precipitate in terms of greater mass. And so for most of you, the precipitation of the dimensional information is usually that information, guidance, inspiration, knowledge that will allow you to alter and change the conditions of this reality that you currently exist in for that physical body that you find yourself residing in. When I came to this one today, it was very simply to articulate this point, that these dimensional gateways are within you. It is within your biology, and it is within your DNA, and it is within your consciousness to learn to know and recognize the truth of what it is I am saying, to understand clearly that through the articulation of certain functions of your body and certain elements of your perception, that you may open to infinite possibilities of information, experience, and knowledge. You can even move your awareness to very specific times and places that are not local to this planet. You may move your awareness to another point of time and space where you will find or encounter what you would call fractals of your being in other forms, on other planets, in other star systems, in other dimensions. You may move your awareness to other fractals and experience, as you can through time and space on this dimension, you may move your awareness to what you call a past life or a future self through this dimensional gateway. But you must understand where the gateway is and how to open it and how to move through it, how to be willing to receive through it, for things can be given to you to receive in this world, in this dimension, in that body. But you are free when you understand how these gateways work to move, be, or do whatever it is you will in time and space, and in non-linear time and space, that place where time is not measured in terms of your biology, but is measured in terms of your awareness and your consciousness, which is a very different frequency of time. It's a very different frequency of time. Morning, everybody. Hi. Question from Adam. Can I ask Archangel Metatron or Michael on how does remote viewing work from perspective from opening the dimensional gateway through the interrelation of the spheres of consciousness, for example, such as the subconscious, the unconscious, the subliminal consciousness, etc. Again, you are viewing it specifically from the perspective of your human consciousness. If you are able to comprehend the differentiation between yourself as the awareness and your capacity to alternate your perceptual reality to different points in time space and inner time space, then you would not be limited in what you would get to know or understand. The relationship is very simple, that you are the interdimensional entity, and the gateway is what you move through. You have come through a gateway of time and space into the body that you hear yourself speaking and communicating to you through. You are in this realm that you have come through to experience this reality, but you may move to others if you so choose to do that. What is important is that you are the key master. You hold the key in your hand, metaphorically speaking. Your ability to move your awareness to the threshold of the door and then to move through it is something that you must cultivate and develop, as so many of you are entrapped by the sensorial world, that your attention is diverted outward and not inward, where the gateways exist. Well, question from Beta. I've been receiving confusing messages, having a hard time getting what the real message is for me. Can you help me get the message today? Whatever you are getting for me, please share. If you do have a question, for those of you that are new to the channel, and you're enjoying the content, please remember to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and click the notification bell so you'll get notified when we come live each time. I don't know who this is, Beta, but this is somebody that's been, like, they're a very small entity. They're very close to you, and their statement is they're using the words rescind your fear, rescind all of your fear, let it go, let go. They're saying to let go of all your fear. It is important you understand there is nothing to fear. Let go of your fear. This is very important. Let go of your fear. Please do this. Release your fear. Question from Animo. Is there a method of conscious breathing that can be utilized to use our gateway? Yes, that was discussed on Monday with the Pleiadians. They were discussing an actual simple breathing technique. If you go back to the video that was on Monday the 18th of this week, so Monday's video, the Pleiadians explained very articulately a very simple breathing process. This Saturday, for those of you that are coming to meditation, we will be doing a meditation to unlock the gateway so that you can actually experience yourself experiencing the change in your system when you begin to unlock the doorway. What the Pleiadians said, they said that your breath is like the key, and your awareness and the pineal gland are like the doorway, and you utilize your breath as a key to put the key in the lock. You use your breath to activate the pineal gland, and then through the process of breathing that they laid out, you can begin to open that door. We're going to do a meditation on Saturday. I have no idea who's doing the meditation with us on Saturday, but we'll find out then. Also, for those of you that are interested, this Friday, January the 21st, the gate is open is the subject, and it's going to be with Archimedes. He's going to talk about the gate is open, that it's always been open, and I'm really excited about that. Wonderful. Question from Lynette. My mom has recently passed. Does she have a message for me? Oh, yes, she does. Great joy and great relief. Something about the hat. I don't know what she's saying, but she's saying something about a hat. Loving a hat. That a hat, yeah, a hat with a rose on it, something. But great joy, great relief. There's this intense heat coming through me right now from her. Like this is vibration. She just wants to transmit the love she could not transmit at the end. She wants to transmit that love to you now that she could not transmit at the end as she would have liked to. Yeah, so please receive that from her. Like this is really beautiful. Great relief and joy. Wonderful. Thank you for that. I love it when you guys ask for other beings to come through like that, because they all have their own energy. They all have their own vibrational frequency. My hair is standing up on end. It's funny. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that, Lynette. Thank you so much. Yes, something about, she keeps coming back though. She's saying something about this hat with a rose on it. It's like a whitish hat with a rose. Something about a purse. Yeah, something about, yeah. I'm not sure what the meaning of that is, but anyway, it's something about a rose on a hat. Like the hat's kind of white and a rose on it, but something. She's like, I don't know what that means, but she's insistent that I just say those words to you. Something about the rose and the hat. Yeah, just great joy and great relief and great love for you. Thank you so much. Question from Daniela. Recently it was mentioned to me to pay attention to the word Argos. Is it in reference to Acrisius, king of Argos in no, I don't know who this is, but they're saying that particular word for you, if you listen to the phonetic energies of the word, it is a word for manifesting the formless into form for you. It is for manifesting the formless into form. What they're saying right now is Argos. One is the idea. The first part is the idea, the vibration of the idea, and the second part is its manifestation. They're saying it's very similar to using the declaration I am, but for you, Argos is I manifest, I bring into manifestation. They're also saying that it's kind of like the journey of the ship across the waters from a distant land to where you are. The manifestation process, Argos. Very important to articulate the syllables in mindfulness of what it is you are bringing into the world and its manifestation. The R is the bringing in of the idea. The ghost is to bring it into manifestation. Very similar to the I am process. Wow. Thank you, Daniela. Really appreciate that. That is so cool. They want me to stress that is for you. This word was given for you to do this, to understand this. Right? They're very specific. I love that. Question. Wow. Question from Farhadiba. Does an intense headache signify the beginning of the opening of the third eye? Any suggestions to aid this process? Yeah, no, I get something about magnesium. You need to, magnesium. Somebody's saying she needs to take magnesium. She needs to take in more magnesium. And again, something about the lower spine, that you're resisting ascending this energy. Something is trapped in the lower part that needs to feed the upper part. Whoa, felt that come up, didn't you? But this lower energy in the lower chakra needs to be brought up. But magnesium will help ameliorate the headache. Yes, they said this is something you've been lacking for a while. But yeah, this lower chakra energy, you need to bring it up. Like really bring it up. Don't let it sit down there. Yes, they are reflections. Reflections asking, I felt and heard cracking in my head when focusing on my third eye. Are these activation symptoms? Yes, they are activation symptoms. You're simply cracking the doors open, but you need to go. You need to go to the gateway itself. You need to go right to the threshold of the gateway, which is where the pineal gland. Move your awareness to your pineal gland. Go back to the video on Monday from the Pleiadians where they talk about the breathing process to begin putting the key in the door. They said the breathing process they gave was putting the key in the door so that you could begin to open that door again in your own consciousness. It's in everybody. These dimensional gateways are inside everybody's physical body and can be activated. Thank you so much. Great question. Question from Rudy. Is there any message or guidance for me today? Ra's laughing. He's saying, you've already been getting it. We do not understand how you do not see it. Question from Bo. My daughter has a continual dry mouth, 2 months. Could this be a sign that the environment is not good for her? I get an immediate yes for that, Bo. Yeah. I just get yes. There's something about the There's something about the glandular system is not functioning optimally. Something about stimulating the glandular system. Something in the environment. It's not the environment itself. There's something in the environment that's not conducive for this. Yeah. Wow. There's definitely glandular related. Take one more question today from Vertical Connection. I feel consistently warm even on cold days. Is it ascension warmth? They're saying you have really great circulatory system, but no, this is an alignment process that's happening where your soul is beginning to align your body to the frequency that will allow you to receive the guidance that you've been requesting. Understand that what you call as a measure of heat, is simply the realignment of the molecules to a higher frequency. The vibration of heat is a higher function of energy, not a lower function of energy. You would be well to allow yourself to experience this warmth and decode decode the information contained within the vibration of this warmth, to decode the information that's contained within the vibration of this warmth that you're experiencing. Cool. I love that. Wow. Wonderful. Yeah, so remember, guys, take a moment and answer somebody's question and leave a question, so that we really create a solid network of community support and interaction during this process. I also want to remind everybody, on Friday, January 21st, 2022, the gate is open. Will be the subject on Shortcuts with Archimedes. And on Saturday, we got our meditation on unlocking the gate. And also, for those of you that want to know more about our courses and upcoming classes, please go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com, and check out our courses section. And you can see our upcoming mediumship program that begins in February the 5th. We start our Mediumship 104 program, which is a premier program. You must have taken at least the Mediumship 101, 102, or 103 program to gain admission into the 104. It is for students that have already taken the preceding work. We have a limit of 50 spots available in the, that's a lot less now, but we have a limited number of spots available in the Mediumship 104 program. So if you're a student of our courses, go register for the 104 program today so you can get involved. And following the Mediumship 104 program, our Mediumship 101 program begins, and it's a fundamental course on learning the basics of how to become a medium, how to begin to tap into and access other dimensions of knowledge, information, wisdom, truth, and guidance. I think that's about it for today, folks. I want to say thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, everybody, Drusilla, for coming by, all of you. Have yourselves a wonderful, a joyful day, and I will see you on Friday's edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul with Archimedes. Much love, everybody. Bye for now.